Am I live? All right. Hey, I think it worked. I tried to move this so it would be a little easier for people to see what's going on. If I don't have anybody show up tonight, that's okay. I'm still gonna enjoy myself and have a good time. Hello to any lurkers, anybody who's stopped by. Um, I'm trying to get to where I can see what I'm doing. Hello, Hiya Truth. Thank you for coming on by. I appreciate it. I'm just setting some things up here so I can see chat. And I don't want any feedback. Neo Bailey, my goodness gracious, it's so nice to see you. Hiya Truth, please meet Neo Bailey. Neo's a friend of mine, brother in the Lord, from my Richie from Boston group. So please say hello. Neo, Hiya Truth is a good friend from my Breaking the Shell Shell Nation group of people. I don't think you two have crossed paths yet, so it's nice to see some people who've never met before get to meet in my stream. Thank you for coming on by. Neo, how you been, man? My goodness, it's been a while. Demonic Abyss. My God. Demonic, how are you? How was your trip? I haven't caught up with everybody's videos and stories of your trip, but I plan on doing that as soon as I can. My old Nez has been a little bit busy. Back to Neo. Neo, I'm looking forward to more of your footage and nature footage and ancient structures. And Neo's quite the videographer and photographer. Neo also looks for ancient things and structures and things like that. So if you're into things like that, go see Neo Bailey. Um, Demonic, I have a million questions and I don't even know where to start. I'm just going to have to drop you a line or write you a letter or send you a questionnaire and you can just fill it out. I don't know. Every question leads to another question, so epic isn't even a big enough word for what you guys got to do. Hi, Sherry. Hello. Hello. I'm just going to try and keep quiet here so I don't make too much noise. Tonight's uh, little thing I'm painting is another Sasquatch picture. Sherry, how's it looking? Can you see everything? Are we off on the right foot? Can we see what's going on? Are we good? I'm in landscape mode, so I'm trying my best to make sure people can see what in the world is going on here. I'm sorry I can't sing and do any music tonight. I gotta keep it low profile, considering where I'm at. Okay, Sherry. Sherry, if the thing goes wonky, please let me know. I'm trying. I had to do a whole new arrangement, and I've got things holding this up, and I hope I'm using Play-Doh for goodness sake to hold the camera in place. So if it's working, that's great. Hey, traveling buddy, fellow Michigander, how you doing? Good to see you. Jim Adams. Hi, Jim Adams. Wonderful to see you. I'm happy to do a little bit of painting and mellow chat tonight to fill in for our Marky Moo. I couldn't do it as early as he normally does. I just had things going on, and that's all I'm going to say about that. It was a heck of a day. I don't know about you people, but I'm glad this day is drawing to a little more of a peaceful close, and at least I get to look forward to going to work tomorrow, which I happen to enjoy very much, and that's a good therapy for me as well. So, yeah, I think everybody here, now that I introduced a few people, I think we all know each other. And Neil Bailey's been to my live streams before, so maybe you remember him. If you don't, please introduce yourself and say hello. Again, Neo is one of my uh, friends and peeps and from the Richie from Boston group that I hang out with. So, Jim, what's up? How are you? Um, Traveling? I'm glad you're lurking. Thank you so much. Tonight I'm doing a little cabin in the woods with a little Sasquatch hanging out in the background. So um, actually, no, Sherry. It's been kind of an up and down emotional day, and I had to do a few things I really didn't want to do, and that's all I'm going to say about that. And I'm trying to not be sad and just move on forward and do something mellow and happy for the evening. So that's all that needs said about that right now, or I'll start crying like some kind of nut. So let's not do that. I want this to be a happy stream. But no, I'm okay. No allergies. No allergies. Just a little bit of emotional thing going on. That's all. So we're just gonna move forward from that. Before I start anything, I need to grab my beverage. Excuse me. And I am drinking mine and Marky Moo's favorite Arizona, the herbal tonic. So num num num. I really haven't been drinking very much soda. I read your comment last night, Sherry, about it being 1980 with the RC. I didn't drink RC in the 80s so much. I was into the Clearly Canadian and the New York City Seltzer. That was my 80s drink. But RC has always been my favorite cola throughout my life so far. Oh, Neo, maybe he's out on the road right now, like driving around in his Richie mobile. So I think he'll probably surprise me and give me a mild heart attack and show up one of these days. He's got 3 wrenches as he's got 3 channels. So you never know. Gary W., how are you? Nice to see you. And Neo, don't forget to say a little prayer for Richie while he's out and about. And don't forget to wish our good friend, Mr. Mike Decker, happy birthday. Today is Mike Decker, the chemtrail plane footage king of Worland, Wyoming, and one of my just most favorite guys in the whole wide world. So if you know him or know his work, please stop by Mr. Mike Decker's channel and wish the old man a happy birthday. He's 1 year older than me. I'm 47, so and I'll be turning 48, so he must have just turned 49. God bless him. So he's a Richie Mobile. Yeah. Well, Lizette, thank you for coming by too. Nice to see you. Again, if anybody doesn't know each other, please go right ahead and introduce yourselves, talk amongst yourselves, and I am going to get started on, I'll show everybody one more time, the drawing I did earlier. One of my little cabins in the woods. I'm kind of in a Bob Ross mood with happy little trees and a happy little cabin. And we've got a happy little, well, maybe he's not so happy, Sasquatch in the background. So, Ohio Grassman, if you're here where I'm at. So, totally Kathy, hello. I'm going to try and keep it mellow tonight, Kathy. I've had one heck of a day, and I'm very pleased to have it, drawing a little more to a mellow close. So please enjoy your drink or beverage or smoke or whatever you've got to relax, and join me, won't you, for a few moments as I paint this. So talk amongst yourselves and introduce yourselves and show some love and support and check each other's material out. And you never know what you might come across, You just don't know. So I'm trying not to keep my big fat hands in your way so you can't see. But yeah, I hope everyone had a less bumpy day than I did. It happens. It happens. We all have days where things are a little more heated or in an uproar. And unfortunately, for me, that was one of those days. So, but it's drawing to a close, and there's always tomorrow, is there not? So, that being said, let's see. Let's get some color going on in the background here and work forward. This is one of my favorite reoccurring themes. I call it one of my reoccurring themes. You know how Moo does a lot of the same kind of styles of paintings, and many times, and I've got to say Sasquatch is one of my favorite subjects, particularly lurking behind the cabin in the woods unsuspecting. So, so that being said, I'm going to try my best to not blab so much and get to what I'm trying to do here. Um, I've always been interested in things like Sasquatch, even as a child, so it just keeps coming back to me. You know, I've had experiences here and there and seen some things and seen some structures and heard some things, and you know, people either into it and they believe you, or they've experienced for themselves, or they have not. And you know, nobody can live the experiences for you, and it's hard to explain to some people who've never had those kind of things or experiences in their life, and you just got to live it to believe it sometimes. And you know, I know what I've seen and I know what I've experienced, and you know, it's a very personal thing. You know, it either will happen for you or it will not. So I know it's happened for me. So, but yes, this is one of my favorite reoccurring themes. Our good friend Mr. Ohio Grassman lurking behind the cabin in the woods. Um, my famous friend Mr. David Crosby, who surprised me in my birthday live stream last year. This is pretty much the reoccurring theme uh, I used on his fam card for the fam wall. So, hey, Moo Moo, hey. Hey, you just got to the hotel. I didn't expect to see you. Thank you for coming by, sweetheart. Nice to see you. Yes, Moo Moo, you need to get to painting too. Don't forget, a painting a day keeps the doctor away. Or something like that. I don't know if that's true or not, but all I know, it's good therapy. And Moo Moo, it's been a day. I haven't been able to say much to you today because it's just been crazy. But we're winding down. Things are a lot better now, and I'm a lot happier being here with all of you. So, yes, it's very nice that Demonic stopped by and was joining us tonight. Always nice to see Kathy, and it's always nice to have all of you who are here. I really enjoy, one of my favorite things I think about live streaming so far is you never know who's going to show up. I mean, yeah, there's a few regulars and favorites, you know, that's cool, and I love that. But I love seeing who shows up that isn't normally here, you know. So I like being pleasantly surprised by who might come. Yes, Jim Adams and Moo and Sherry can testify like they would in church that the man himself was there for my birthday live stream. I had met him on Twitter, and originally I had encountered the fake David Crosby and had problems with him, and there was a fake one running around and scamming people and raising all kinds of hell. And I helped report him, was one of the many people who reported him to Twitter and all that nonsense. But because of that experience, I ended up meeting the real David Crosby, and he's looked at some of my artwork, and who knows, he might even use some of my artwork for some album art at some point. So, yep, that's him. And his fam card, I have a bigger picture of like this. And hi, Green. Nice to see you, Mr. Stott. But David's card for the fam wall is a bigger picture like this. But you see David in the window, and the caption reads, "It was at this point that David realized he needed more weed." So that's what old David's card for the fam wall looks like. And when I put the fam wall back together, you shall see that for yourself. I believe he's touring right now, so maybe we'll get to. You never know when David Crosby might stop by again. So I put my foot in my mouth, and Sherry was there for that. She said, "Everybody say hi to David Crosby." And I said, "Oh, he's not here." And that's not exactly what I said, but I won't go there and say exactly what I said. But darn it all if he wasn't there. So. And I got to sing for him too, so that was fun. I invited him, and I told him if he did show up for my birthday stream, I would sing for him. And he showed up, and I sang for him. So, yeah. So that was a lot of fun. Thank you, everyone, for coming by tonight. Moo, I hope you get into your hotel room okay, and all's swell and well, and You don't have a creepy, scary room or anything like that, or loud, obnoxious neighbors. And, every time you go to a hotel or motel, you take your chances. It doesn't matter. You never know. You never know who's going to be next door to you. So I'm just having a little fun tonight. I'm going to build up some color on these tree trunks and mix and blend and maybe get a little more of a brown that I want. So that's what I'm up to here. We're not another planet where the trees are red. I am working on it. Yes, thank you, Moo. Thank you for checking in and stopping by. I appreciate it. You know I do. I always do. I hope you had a nice journey, and I can't wait to see the puppets come out too. I love it when Moo gets his puppets out. I'm glad they got to come along for the trip. Oh yes, someone is screaming. Kathy, I am in the Salvation Army emergency shelter. I'm in the family wing, and there are indeed families with young screaming children here. So, no, I'm not in a house of horrors or anything like that. Um, so that's the hoop-de-doo you hear going on. And they'll be doing a bed check here right here soon. So, come on in. Hello. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. See you in the morning.
Yeah, see you. There you go. All right, now that's done, so let's move on. I keep trying to find the brown in here, and I'm having a pickle of a time. But I know if I keep layering here, I'll get to where I'm going. Yep, so there's lots of little kids in the family wing. Normally Diana would be with me, but why am I there? Because Diana, my daughter, her evil grandma evicted us from the house she owned that we were living in. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. Sherry, they just keep track on who's here. All the residents have to be inside in their rooms by X amount of time, at a certain time every evening. That's all, just a head count. That's all. That's all. That's all that is. So, Kathy, I don't know anything about that, but okay. I will. I have no idea about that. All I know is, I know I'm going to be a nice guy, and I can't wait to get to chit chat with him a little bit more sometime in the reasonably near future. Like I said, I think he's touring right now, so we're getting ready to. It's been a while since I've heard him on the old tweet box, so good old David. He's funny, my goodness. The day he emailed me, or the evening, I had some kind of mild stroke, and oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it was him. So he's a very nice guy. Oh, like I said, I don't know about you guys, but I am glad today is rounding out and just finishing off. I've had about all I can take of today. It's been something. It's been something. But I'm still here. Oh, and Jim Adams, apparently, the reasons Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, according to Mr. David Crosby, has not reunited yet. It's all hanging on Old Neil. Old Neil is the thing in the works that prevents that from happening. So I don't know the wheres and why fors, but straight from the Cros's mouth himself, from me to you, I'm telling you, it is Neil Young's fault. They haven't done that yet, so I don't know what the issues are, but I guess everybody's just waiting on old Neil to get back on board with it. Roland Ozaballs, how nice to see you. Oh, Roland, thank you for the nice shout out you gave me today. I really appreciate that. I'm glad you liked what I sent you, and it was very nice to get a shout out from you. I always appreciate and enjoy your content, and oh, I know what it's like to work more than one job too and be so busy. And I feel for you, buddy. It's not easy, but I salute you. God bless you, and I hope you still get time to make the good quality content that I know you do, and I enjoy watching your things. And Roland, I just might make another little video for you sometime soon. Maybe tomorrow at work I'll give you a little hello or something. I've been kind of more inspired at work lately, so maybe I'll do just that. If that's all right with you, sir, maybe I'll do that. Maybe on my lunch hour or something. Oh, and thank you, Roland. Um, yeah, I do love their music, Jim. I really do. But it's too bad that Neil's the old cog in the works here that's just cocking things up and making their reunion not happen the way so many fans want. But I don't know all the ins and outs and all the politics and whatnot, and it's not really anybody's business, really. That's between those old fellers, so let them hash it out. All I know is I enjoy their music too, and I wish the world could see them together one more time. So, yes, I enjoy Roland's channel too, Kathy, very much. Um, let's see. Pardon me, I'm just trying to read chat as I go here. Um, but yeah, Roland, tonight we're doing another cabin in the woods painting that I like to do with a little questionable Sasquatch towering over the cabin here in the background. So I like to look at it like it's an illustration in a storybook, and you're kind of wondering what's going to happen next. Is he going to come crashing through the cabin? Is he going to peep in the windows? Is he going to lift the roof off the cabin? I don't know. I don't know what's happening there. So it does. It looks kind of a little bit like a children's storybook or some kind of illustration like that to me. So just a fun recurring theme painting I like to do. Like I said, Mumu likes to do things like that too. Yes, questionable Sasquatch. That's a good title for this. We'll call that just that, demonic, exactly. Questionable Sasquatch. Highly suspect. He's a highly suspect Squatch. Well, it's not exactly a happy picture. I mean, it's almost kind of, foreboding in a way. Oh, again, I'm sorry, I need to get to see your other videos too. I do want to catch up on all the latest from your side of things, so. But I was glad to be there in the beginning when you were making your way to K-Dog and got there and stuff, and I was just as surprised as everyone else that you were much, much taller than most of us gave you credit for being, so. I'm only 4'10", so I imagine meeting you would be pretty much meeting like most people. I'm shorter than just about everyone, so. I hope everybody else had a much better day with me than I did. I'm just going to take a moment to say that. But yeah, it's kind of although it is a bit of a foreboding picture, it's also kind of a bit of a Bob Rossi thing. This is, the cabin's fine. It's a happy little cabin. And it's right where I want it to be. And, hey, Stoner. Hi, sweetheart. Good to see you. Hope you had tacos and pudding today, sir. I hope you ate well and enjoyed yourself and made some fart and all of that. I'm finally getting a chance to do something creative today, and it's good therapy. And I'm feeling better already having all of you here. Thanks everyone who's stopped by tonight. I won't keep you here too terrible long. I'm just happy I got to see you. I think of you guys quite a bit too. I always wonder what kind of content you're going to come up with next, and who's up to what, and who's collaborating with who, and I do. I take the time to think about you guys during the day, and wonder how you guys are, and say a little prayer for you guys. So, certainly I do. YouTube's changed my life a lot in that way. A lot more people to love and care about and get to know, and I feel pretty good about that. So I'm glad everyone who's here is here tonight. And if you're somebody who's been waiting to hear from me and it's been a little while, I do apologize. Again, things are kind of in an uproar, but I'll get back to you, so don't worry about that. Old Nez isn't forgetting anybody. It's just, there's a lot on my plate. That's all. A lot on my plate. I don't know if, the tablet's gone out, but everybody's still here. Okay. Hey. Okay, I can see you on my phone. And I think it's gonna, yeah, okay, good. It came back to my tablet, so sorry about that. Hey, Supreme Leader, all hail the Supreme Leader. Supreme Leader, tonight's painting is, what did you call it, Mnemonic? Questionable Sasquatch. We've got a questionable Sasquatch lurking in the woods by this little cabin here, so that's where we're going with that. And it's coming along quite expediently here. It's not taken very long to do this. It's one of my favorite little subjects to do. I'm always happy to see you guys here. Just it cheers me up. Today was just, oh my goodness. Today brought a lot of things with it that I used to have to deal with on a daily basis, and I don't anymore, thank God. But having to go through what I went through today just brought about a lot of echoes of the past, and I don't particularly care for that. And like I said, it's emotional, and I'm really not going to go into it right now. But I'm happier now that you guys are all here. Preliminal, hello, how are you, hon? Good to see you, everyone. Preliminal is a friend of mine from my good friend Lone Eagles channel. Preliminal, please tell Lone I said hello. I'm waiting to hear from him back. I've written him. I had a dream about him, so I wrote him. And I know he's going through a lot of stuff right now too. And but do, if you next time you see him, please tell him I'm thinking of him, and I miss him, and I miss you guys, all my lone peeps. And I'll be back by soon. Did he take everybody's wrenches away? Was I dreaming? Because I did pop in on his stream maybe about a week or so ago. Is everybody wrenchless now? What's going on, Preliminal? Do you know anything about that? I just wondered. I mean, it doesn't really matter. A wrench doesn't matter at this point. But I remembered seeing my name, and I'm like, what in the world? What did he do? I don't know. Didn't he say he was going to take a break or something? Yeah, Lone, I know he's going through some things and all that, but I didn't think one of the things involved was taking away his mod's wrenches, so I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I love him no matter what. Yes, Jim, I agree. Sherry, are there any plans to go live here anytime soon? When should we expect the next Sherry live stream? And I will promote the ever loving hoo ha out of that and help you out however I can. We had a good time last time, and I'm looking forward to another good Sherry live stream. So, well, no, you don't want to overdo it, and it takes a while to get into the swing of it. But Sherry, you did great, and I think you should feel good about the encouragement and from everybody, and we're all ready when you are. Okay, you go at your own pace and do what you need to do, but just be happy that people enjoyed seeing you, and it was a lovely time, and thank you, and we hope to see you do it again soon. So, what, you're gonna wait till 2000? Okay, well, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a reasonable goal, for someone who doesn't want to do it too much. And I was afraid to do it at first myself. Just speaking for me, I was intimidated because I watch people who do this all the time, like Marky Moo Moo, and I never dreamed I could do it once, let alone, repeatedly. So, oh, the hotel's nice, Moo Moo. That's good. That's good. Yes, butter those buns like our good friends What the Paranormals say. Get that squeeze parquet out and butter some buns and show some love. I can go along with that, certainly. Certainly. And it's nice to at least have a look at other people's content and then decide for yourself if that's where you want to go, That's cool. I know everybody here has good content that I enjoy, and everybody here is at least worth a look. Everybody might not be everybody else's cup of tea, and that's okay. But I love everybody here, so please do take a moment to check each other out at least and see what's up with everybody else here. Yeah, Moo, it's been a day, and I'm glad to see you here too. So, oh. I feel like I can finally breathe now. It's like I've been holding my breath and everything's been clenched all day. You know what I mean, demonic, where you just the whole day you've just been on edge and everything is frozen up in you and you're afraid to move or breathe or do anything and when you finally have the chance to be by yourself and catch your breath and like everything can just release and unwind, you know. So that's where I'm at now. I feel a lot better now than I did earlier today. And thank you, and I have all of you to thank for that too. Really, I do. Really, I do. I appreciate you guys coming by and being here. So, oh, Jim, it'll be okay. You know, I'm sure you guys all know what I'm talking about. I'm sure Roland knows, and Mumu certainly knows, and you know, and Stoner, I'm sure Stoner's been there and done that more than most of us. So, it's nice to be among loved ones and friends and fam who get you. You know, who you don't have to have a mile long explanation. You know, you guys know what I'm saying. You know, I'm just glad to be here tonight and able to do this. So, Stoner, it's the questionable Sasquatch painting again that I keep coming back to. I can't help it. I felt him calling me tonight, so here we are. I'm really wanting to get out in the woods and do some squatching. It's been a while, and I'm about ready to go out there and do it. And Demonic, if and when you do deign to come and visit me at some point, we're going to get your butt out in the woods and do some squatching. I think that'll be a good time. So we'll get the Demonic out in the woods. I think that would be cool. Did it go by fast, Do? That's because you were having fun. And I'm so glad you got to do that. I mean, what a beautiful collection of memories you guys all got to make. And thank you so much for sharing that with all of us. And boy, wasn't it cool to see Billy get into sharing that with all of us too. And I'm still laughing at his laughter at old Jacob there. My goodness. I don't think I'd ever heard him belly laugh like that. God, it was just beautiful, a beautiful thing. I'd like to hear more of that. So, oh yes, congratulations, Supreme Leader. That's pretty darn cool. I still have maybe like 2 more years till Jason, my son, will be graduating himself. So I feel old enough as it is. Ooh, Mumu, you got your studio set up? Hey, Mumu, remember when I showed you my portable studio? I am very much interested in having a tour of what your private fart studio looks like too. It doesn't have to be a private tour. I just would like to have a little look-see at what all you brought and, you know, that's what I mean. So what's going on now? I feel like I'm missing something. I think I'm just paranoid. Okay, never mind me. I'm trying to throw as much deep green in here as I can. But yes, Ohio is, you know, it's not the worst place in the world. You know, all jokes aside, there's a lot of ancient sites and structures and a lot of history here, and it's not all fun and pleasant. But then neither is Michigan. You know, I grew up in Michigan too, and there's not, not every place is a happy place, at least not in my experience. But there's plenty of good squatching places right there in Michigan too. So, um, well, yes, Sherry, but I don't do that anymore. And the drive through is pretty drawn out and boring. The more exciting, fun, interesting things are not along I-75 or US 23. So those are not exciting highways to drive down. So I hear you there. I've enjoyed Ohio, but I really am ready to get the heck out of here eventually at some point. I think I've done everything I can do here and then some. I have, other than Jason being here, and after he turns 18, I'm certainly going to pack up my old kit bag and get out of here. I've got really nothing else holding me to Ohio, and I really don't want to be here for the rest of my life if I can help it. So, time to move on. Um, well, that's a conversation for another time, Supreme Leader. I'm had an emotional day, and that's an emotional subject. I mean, not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. It's just I've been teetering on the edge of just crying my eyes out right now, and if I talk about that, I might get a little teary, and I've had enough of that for today. But we'll talk about that for another time. Roland, I'd love to have you come to Ohio. There's many beautiful things to see. Like I said, there's a lot. Where I'm at in Newark, there's many earthworks, and those are very active places as far as spiritual energy and paranormal activity. And, like I said, anybody listening, believe what you want, think what you want. I'm speaking from my experience as well as the experiences of others that I've spoken to and been around. And me personally, I have never seen and experienced the level of activity uh, in that way as I have right here in Newark, Ohio. And again, that's another conversation for another time. Nothing really to be afraid of or anything like that, but definitely real. Definitely real. I'm old enough to know that spiritual things are very real, and that what I've encountered, and like I said, nothing to be afraid of, but it is something to be educated about and aware of. So, Supreme Leader, oh, thank you so much. Oh, Momo, thank you. I love you too, sweetie. I'm glad you're safe and okay. I worry when you're driving and when you're traveling, and I just have that anxiety about the highway, and you know how I am. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't trust people out there. Oh, my God. Ugh, Lord. Oh, my. But I believe we're almost done. Just adding a little bit more depth and color. Oh, really, do? Yeah, do tell us about it. Tell us, give us a little bit of a story here. We've got time for a little chit chat about that. I also investigate paranormal things like that. I don't do divination and spirit boxes and all of that. Um, you don't have to have any equipment to know if some place has activity if you have the gifts that tell you that. So that's right, Roland. Don't be afraid of them one bit. There's nothing to be afraid of. But it's okay to be educated and informed, and give people, not everyone's a liar and a scammer and a fraud. There's very real people out there that have had very real experiences. So give them the benefit of the doubt. Give them, and their stories need to be heard and told too. So hey, my Linux toy box. Oh, thank you for coming by. I think this is your first time here. Thank you so much for coming on by my stream. Everyone, say hi to my Linux toy box. He's a new person to my stream. So, yes, Demonic, I'm going to try and paint and look at this at the same time. Yeah, I enjoy hearing other people's experiences. Wow. Yeah, see, and right here in Newark, Ohio, at my ex Kelly's house, no less, I saw my first and only, so far, full body apparition. No, I was not drinking or on medication or hallucinogens or anything such as that. It was broad daylight, not in the middle of the night, and I was in the driveway, sitting in the car, talking to my friend Steven. And as I'm sitting there talking with Steven, having a cigarette, I look over to the left. I was in the driver's seat of the parked car in front of the garage, and all of a sudden, poof, there's this old man with the disapproving look on his face and kind of an Archie Bunker looking kind of dude. And, the old man sweater and the old man pants, and, just gave me a disapproving glare like I was some kind of, wayward punk teenager smoking in his driveway or something, and he didn't like it. But just for a moment, and then he was gone. And I didn't even have time to go or anything. It wasn't scary. It was just 1 minute he was there, giving me a dirty look, and the next minute he was gone. It's first and only time, and that was maybe 6, 7 years ago. So that's not a lot to that story, but that is what happened. So, and that house, roll it. No, thank God, nothing like that's happened to me yet. So, but one never can tell with all the crazy stuff around here, the earthworks and whatnot. Lots. You want to see shadow people? Come to the Newark Earthworks, the Circle Earthworks, at night in about another month or two, and when the trees are lit up with lightning bugs, and that time of the summer is when you see the most activity there. And yes, I've snuck into the earthworks at night, and you're not supposed to, but damn it, I did anyway. And wow, man, it's I wish I'd had a camera with me that would have captured that. My goodness, what a sight! So, roll it. Let's hope no fried eggs start frying up on the counter. My goodness. But yes, the shadow people at the earthworks, they don't interact with you. I mean, this is just my experience. Nobody can tell me what I saw or I didn't see. All I can tell you is what I saw and all of that. I saw they looked like Native American shadow figures and mostly children just running amongst the trees like they were playing. Now, if any of you know about Gettysburg and the same things that Roland, the same apparitions and ghostly soldiers and things that people see over and over again, like it's on a loop. That's kind of what it was like. You saw the same actions over and over again, so it was kind of like an echo of the past. Only shadow people, and it was quite the experience. But yes, I could tell lots of stories about this part of the world. And oh, well, good. Enjoy your dinner, Moo Moo. Love you. Have something real yum num, and then tell me what you had. Um, Thank you for coming by, Moo Moo. Enjoy the rest of your night. Um, yes, total protonic reversal. Oh, but yes, this is quite the active part of the world. And if anybody watched my theater videos, especially my second one where I go on stage and go backstage, you feel a lot of activity there. The atmosphere is very thick with that kind of energy, and the theater used to be a funeral home, and the stage used to be where they would show the bodies, if I understand correctly. So, and next time I do, I lost you guys on the tablet. Come on now. Next time I do a theater tour video, I will show you guys the what I can. Hopefully, we'll get to see the spooky makeup room, where which was used to be the embalming room, and the place where they keep the props and costumes. Yeah, wow. It's something else, man. That air is heavy and thick with activity there. But the things there know who I am, and they know I'm respectful there, and I don't make any trouble and all of that, and so nothing there really bothers me. So, High Truth, yes, there's orbs there too. Ghostly Owl, hello. I was just thinking of you today. I really was. I'm like, oh, it's been a while since I've seen Ghostly Owl in the stream. Hope to see them real soon. Thank you. K-Dog, hi, honey. Oh, you brought cake for Carrie. Oh, cool. Hey, Mother Nature. Nice to see you. Thank you. So nice to see everybody here. What a lovely, lovely stream. And thank you all so much. I had such a craptastic day. And I might write and tell a few people about it. But for now, it's good just to see you guys and watch you guys chat with you and get to do this. And I'm just about done here. Just about. We're almost there. We're almost there. We want the overgrowth to be a little bit heavier than what it is before we stop for the night. Ghostly Owl, thank you so much. This is one of my reoccurring Sasquatch paintings. So, what did do call it? Questionable Sasquatch there. He's lingering behind that cabin. And I'll show you the picture here in a minute. Thank you. I've got to let it dry just a little bit more before I attempt to hold it up for you guys to see, or it'll run and it'll be crazy. So, we don't want that. We don't want that. I'm trying to take it light and easy and not put on too much here. So, well, I need to do these windows just a little bit. Let me put a little bit of something in these windows. Maybe a little bit of blue for the glass. I'm not sure. It needs a little bit of something. But you gotta be careful with this watercolor. It'll go everywhere if you let it. So, oh, thank you, Roland. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you could join us tonight, Roland. I know you're busy and working 2 jobs, and oh my goodness, sir, it means extra a lot when you take that kind of time out to from all of that to stop by. It's really appreciated. So, but yeah, this is my little cabin in the woods theme I keep going over. Mother Nature, wow, that's a loaded question, but all things considered, I'm still here, I'm still painting, I'm still drawing breath, and I still have many good friends and fam and loved ones here, right here and now, and God is still good, and all things considered, I'm doing all right. So I can't complain. I don't want to complain. I was around somebody who did a whole lot of complaining today, and that was driving me to my wits' end. And you know the kind of person, nothing ever satisfies them. No matter what you try to do for that person, it's never good enough. It's never enough. They find reasons to complain. I'm sure you all know someone like that, and it's really emotionally draining and taxing. And I've just had enough of today. I'd heard enough. I'd seen enough. I tried to help this person today, and all I got was shit, and more shit. And I'm full up, man. I'm good. I'm good. Much happier being here with all of you. So, thank you, Mother Nature. Yeah, everybody knows. Sherry, whatever. Oh, no, I don't believe that, Sherry. No, I don't believe that. But you guys all know what I'm talking about, the kind of people like that. It just sucks. They're like emotional vampires. They just suck the life out of you sometimes because nothing satisfying. And that's because they're miserable with themselves. You don't have to be a genius to figure that one out. But, well, thank you, Jim Adams. I appreciate it. And I appreciate all you guys being here and helping me feel better tonight. One day at a time, that's all we can do. And none of us are promised a tomorrow. So, still here. I'm still here by the grace of God. I am still here. So, yes, demonic, that's exactly it. And, I don't receive that. You're allowed to say no to that kind of bad negative energy, and boy did I a couple times today. I gave that person the what for and read them their rights, like, who are you to complain? What makes your pain more important or more hurtful than anybody else's, and etc., etc. And this person doesn't like me standing up to them in that way, and that's too effing bad. Grow up. Everyone has life to live, everyone has bills, everyone has problems, and this person isn't any different in that way or is special enough where they should be exempt from life's trials and tribulations. You know what I mean? One of those kind of people. They think that they, should just have everything handed to them, and like their pain is more important and more painful than yours, and no matter what you're going through, they're the kind of person who they gotta top your story. Like if you have something wrong, they have something wrong, only it was the same thing, only worse. And theirs was worse, always worse. You know, and I don't even want to get into it anymore because I'll go somewhere I don't want to go. So, and I don't want to go there. So, K-Dog, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. And partly cloudy 420. I'm so sorry. I can't apologize for YouTube's stupid crap like that, but I really am sorry that you didn't get a notification. It happens. It happens. Sometimes I don't get Sherry's, sometimes I don't get Moomoo's, um, sometimes I don't get Brother Roland's. It happens. It happens, so. I think the tube just likes to mess with us, is what I think, and there's really not much we can do about that. But that's okay. You're here now, and that's what's important. So, and it is very much appreciated. And I think I'm having so much fun. I don't want to say goodbye to all of you yet. You know, maybe I'll just chit chat a little bit more. I think I've gone as far as I can go on this. Jim Brentar. Oh, thank you, Lord. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Jim. I was wondering if you were going to stop by tonight, and thank you. I'm glad you did. I'm going to cry now because Jim Brentar showed up because I prayed to Jesus that he'd show up, and here he is. Oh, Jim. Oh, so sweet. Say hi to Mary Kay for all of us. Give her our love. Hope your garage sale goes well too. Everybody, please tell Jim you want to see him vlog at least a little bit from his garage sale. Even if it's just for a minute or two, I would like very much to see a Jim Brentar garage sale video. I think that would tickle my funny bone and my fancy, and I think I'd like to see that, and I think we all would. Very much, yes. Oh, well, you be well too, Brentar. Captain Brentar of the Starship Fart, or whatever you and Stoner and when all you guys are doing the fart trek thing say. I don't know. I want to in on the fart trek action. I just haven't found my way to participate in all of that. But Captain Brentar, uh, you know, carry on. Make it so. Do your thing. Do that garage sale thing and tear it up, buddy. I do love a good garage sale, and I love having garage sales. I just haven't been able to do that for quite some time. So I'm a little bit jelly. A little bit jelly. I like having a good yard sale and garage sale. Captain it does. It just kind of flowed right out. Perhaps Jim Brentar should get involved in the Stoner project of the fart trek thing going on. So it did, Demonic. It just kind of flowed out there. Okay, now I think I can safely... Oh, God, I need a drink. Hold on a minute. I hate that gross sound that everyone can hear. I'm so... Yes, engage. That's right, Wally. That's right, Brother Roland. Okay, now here we go. Let's bring it up slowly. Slowly. Here is tonight's questionable Sasquatch lurking behind the happy little cabin in the woods. We don't know who's in there. We don't know what's going on. Maybe it's David Crosby in there smoking a big doobie. I don't know what it is. Maybe Stoner's in there with him. I don't know. Maybe Sherry's in there having Stromboli. I don't know what she's doing in there. Maybe Moomoo's in there painting. I don't know. Maybe Brother Roland's in there working on one of his news vlogs. I don't know. But... But yeah, this has got a lot more foliage in it than you. Yeah, it's your fashion cabin. It's your second closet. You can just come right there and try on all your clothes right there in the woods with a big old Sasquatch lurking outside. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys like it. It's got a lot more foliage going on than I normally put in, so. Not sure who's going to get this yet. Maybe somebody will want it. Maybe I'll just keep it. I don't know. But it's... certainly Sasquatch is always one of my favorite subjects to do artwork of. He cheers me up, so. Jason Voorhees, no, this is not Camp Crystal Lake. This is somewhere in the woods, probably around here. Since this is Ohio Grassman, we'll just say it's in Ohio. So, oh my goodness. Thank you again for everyone coming by. It's really helped me to help get over the worst parts of today. You know, this is one of those times where I really needed to see all of you guys and to have that kind of love and support and encouragement and camaraderie and a chance to be creative and just to get to be mellow and hang out with you all. It really is a balm for the soul, and I appreciate each and every one of you who could be here. Um, Roland, I know I'm so sorry. I want you to be able to live stream. Supreme Leader, thank you so much. What a kind thing to say. Yeah, Roland, I wish we could change that. I wish that everyone who got screwed out of being able to live stream could still live stream. What a stupid rule to make. It's ignorant. Um, yeah, it's nothing. A push of a button could change it all. Someone in an office somewhere could push a button on their computer right now and take it back and make it all exactly the way it was. You know, yes, you can still stream on Facebook, but darling, I do not do the Facebook, so I stay away from Facebook. Not a good experience for me. It doesn't bring me anything but and so I've had enough so I stay away from the Facebook. So I'm looking forward to work tomorrow, and I might make a few little videos, maybe some public, maybe some private, and Goodwill's kind of a neat place to do that. There's a few places in there I'd like to show you all too that look kind of creepy because I get to go back in the warehouse where they have all kinds of stuff and there's spooky looking things back there and so maybe I'll get to do some videos from Goodwill and you never know what I might find, what's going to come in. So maybe there'll be another pair of beautiful Sherry shoes that I come across tomorrow. I keep looking for a demonic thing that reminds me of him. I keep hoping someone donates a Mountain Dew shirt or hat or socks or something with Mountain Dew on it or a fedora. Exactly. And I think as I find things and come across things that remind me of certain people, I might have to either capture a photograph or get some videos. So, but Sherry, honestly, I think of you about more than anyone else when I'm going through the clothes because there's a lot of people that donate beautiful things and there's just dress after dress. And I think, wow, that would look nice on Sherry. Wow, I'm so fat I'd never be able to wear that. But wow, that would look nice on Sherry. And yeah, I think about that a lot. A lot of tall, slender, and I'm assuming pretty people like Sherry donate a lot of things to Goodwill, at least the one where I worked at. So, yes, it is a blast. And yes, I do have like sanitizing spray and rubber gloves and appropriate, things to keep me from touching anything that you don't want to touch and all of that. But, for the most part, it is a blast, and I'm always washing my hands too. You gotta wash your hands a million times a day, but it's a good time. It's a good atmosphere. It's a very therapeutic job for me. So, oh hey, Moo, we're still here. Hold on, I want to show everybody. I want to show Moo the finished painting here. It's another one of my cabin in the woods with the questionable Sasquatch in the back. You know what this? You've seen this before, Moo, but I've never put so much foliage into one of these as I have tonight. So everybody here just really made me feel better and inspired me and all of that. You like it, Moo? I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. Well, thank you once again, everyone, for coming. I'm not trying to bug out just because you came back there, Moo. Jim, I'm glad you like it. I I can't wait until I can paint and sing again. So I did make more calls today um, for housing, and I talked to one of the landlord's mothers, and he owns a lot of properties, and he seems to be a helpful kind of guy. He, I guess, just purchased a home for one of his tenants who was having a baby, and the unit of his they were in was too small, and I guess he's a nice kind of guy who helped his tenant in that way. So that I took that to be a good positive sign. So I'm looking forward to hearing from that particular landlord. So please do say some extra prayers for me that I find the appropriate place for me and Diana and Jason and all of that. So, and then that it's hopefully pet friendly. So that would be nice too. But I'm gonna get off of here. My goodness, I've been going on and on and on. And love you all. Tell someone that you love them that you haven't told them in a while before you go to bed tonight. You know, make that call, send that email, send that text, stop them in the hallway. You know, just say, hey, I love you. Do it, you'll feel a lot better. And, oh, yes, closets. Sherry loves clothes. What can I say? I do too, but, you know, I got more things going on, and I don't really live the kind of life that I need to have a whole bunch of clothes. I've been getting rid of a lot, to be quite honest, so I'll get more later. I'm not worried about it, so. K-Dog, I'm glad you came by, Mother Nature. Thank you all for coming by. I want to get to some email tonight, too, and write a person or two, and maybe just talk a little bit more about what today was like, and that's good therapy, too, so. If you get an email from me, you know, just bear with me. It was quite a day, so I might need to rant and vent, man. So much love, yes, much love, Roland. Much love to everybody. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening. And thank you again, Dumonic. It was very nice for you to come by, Supreme Leader. Thank you. Um, Moo, we'll probably do this again tomorrow night if you're not going to stream or not do anything at your usual time. I'll probably do the same thing at about the same time I did tonight, if that's okay. And you just let me know if you want to change your mind, Moo. You know how to let me know that. Ghostly Owl, thank you. Jim and Jim, so glad you came by. Sherry, Miss Sherry, always nice to see you. God bless you all. You guys have a great rest of the night. And look forward to hopefully seeing you guys tomorrow night. So God knows what I'll paint tomorrow. We'll see. Uh, love you all. And now you get to what? Laugh at me as I try to figure out how to turn this thing off. So you guys have a wonderful evening.